have a dilemma. I like volume. I mean, I love volume. I live in Florida, humidity capital of the world, and I have a dog, Brutus, who whines and cries unless he gets his daily trips to the dog park, which leaves me with my fine hair struggle of trying to keep my volume. I'm using all my tips and tricks I've given my clients in my 16 years as a stylist and showing you how I fight against the humidity and keep my volume. And I want you to let me know at the end of this video whether or not you think these tips work. Let's go. Not all people experience the typical frizzy poof ball look that a lot of people struggle with when it comes to humidity, but if you fall into the super stick straight, super fine hair category, you probably have experienced the struggle of fighting to keep your fullness and volume when out and about. I am going to be walking you through my week while breaking down the different ways with products, tools, and some TLC that can leave you rocking your hair full all week long. To get my voluminous hair, it all starts with the right products, of course, and a proper blow dry. I'm using a total of 5 products in my hair today: a root lifter, volume mousse, a volume blowout cream that's giving me heat protection as well as hold, just a touch of oils for my ends, and lastly, Amika's The Shield. This is an anti-humidity spray, and this product I will be using several times throughout my week. Now, I will admit this seems like a lot of products, but using the right types of products and the right amount make a huge difference. Fine hair can be tricky because usually just one product isn't always enough, but if you use too much product, it can make your hair very oily. So if you are a one product type of person, but you feel you need more, start off by adding a second product. Make sure to use each product sparingly when first trying out, and then work your way from there. I love to give myself a proper round brush blow dryer using my Velcro rollers. This type of blowout typically sets my hair up to last me throughout the week, and I will link 2 tutorials in the description where I break this blow dry down. And the blow dry I'm using is the Leif & Swift. I have found this dryer to be a complete game changer, and I will touch on more on that in just a bit. Now that my hair is dried and styled, you can see all this volume and fullness I have. I am a happy girl, and now the fight is on to see how I can keep this look through my humid week. So I did blow out my hair mid-morning. I got a little work done at the computer before Brutus was at my side demanding we leave for the park. He got his way, but right before heading out the door, we had to do some product steps. I went ahead and reapplied Amika's The Shield. This can be used on both wet and dry hair, and it has no product feel at all, which I love. And then I used my silk scrunchie. I went ahead and put my hair at the top of my head to keep it nice and lifted, trying to hold on to that volume, and out the door we went. Brutus was so happy to be at the park, to get his energy out, and he made sure to play nice and gentle with his 2 very small friends compared to him. And because the dog park is never just enough, we then went on another walk around the rest of the park for some lovely views by the water. Okay, so we are back now from the dog park, so it's time to take this out and see if my volume held. Just gonna brush it a little bit. Not bad. Not bad at all. So we'll reshape a little in the morning, possibly, depending on how my swoop holds up, because I'll wear my hair on the top of my head again for going to bed. And then when I shower, I'm going to be placing a plastic cap over my head just to keep all of the humidity out. So we'll reshape in the morning and see how well the volume is after I get back from the dog park, because he'll want to go. So on top of my silk scrunchie, I also like to sleep with a silk pillowcase. It's better on the hair, and it feels overall nice and cool on my skin to me versus a cotton pillowcase. And if Brutus isn't demanding enough with the dog park, of course he demands half of our bed. Okay, so we are clearly back here at the park. We're about to go in. I was impressed overall with how my hair held up yesterday. I did respray the Amika Shield in it again, and then I actually put dry shampoo on my scalp as well to kind of help like start the process of absorbing any oils. In the mornings, I do spend a little bit more time here. We do a mile in the dog park so he can run around off leash, and then I like to walk an additional mile, and sometimes I'll even run. So we'll see how well my hair holds up. We're trying to create a fortress here, so we'll see how it goes. Okay, we are back from running. A silk scrunchie is not ideal for when running, but it wasn't as hot as Florida can be, but it was still pretty hot. It's definitely humid, so we will see. I'm gonna have to reshape my hair later today for getting ready and stuff, but we'll see how it does. Let's hope it works. So I actually did not end up getting around to reshaping my hair on day 2. I got sidetracked working at the computer and doing things around the house, and rather than taking Brutus back to the dog park, we opted for some playtime outside in our yard, which his favorite game, sadly for me, is Keep Away. Brutus, you're too much. I need to get my dog a dog. And because I didn't reshape my hair this day, I just left it up for the rest of the evening, and I will actually reshape tomorrow morning after our morning exercise. Now that we've gotten the dog park and our walk out of the way and I'm getting ready for my day, I'm gonna have to look first and see how my hair is doing before I reshape. And I was surprisingly happy with the overall look of my hair when I took it down and brushed through it. The dry shampoo and Amika spray, I really feel have greatly helped in keeping my hair nice. To reshape my hair, I'm gonna again coat my hair with the Shield. I know I sound so extreme with my use of this product, but it's so many things in one. On top of fighting humidity, it works both on wet and dry hair. It also has heat protection, so I will be spraying it on my hair section to section for reshaping. If you're feeling like summer, you're gonna overdo it with all that heat you're about to put on your dry hair. Stay with me. On top of the heat protection I'm getting from the Shield, I'm also not worried about heat exposure because I'm using the Leif & Swift as my dryer. There are 3 amazing reasons as to why I love this dryer. Most importantly, it's super lightweight. It is actually the lightest dryer I have in my house, and I currently have like a collection of 3 other dryers. It weighs less than a pound, so there is no extra exhaustion from holding the dryer. So whether you are a round brush kind of gal or a rough blow dry, your arms are not going to be exhausted from this dryer. The second reason I love it is because of its heat temperature. On the highest heat setting, it's still only 176 degrees Fahrenheit. This is the lowest heat temp I think I've ever experienced with a dryer in my 16 years as a stylist. They really up the power with the speed to dry your hair rather than using too high of a heat, so you don't have to worry about unnecessary heat exposure. And the third reason I love it, and I find to be a complete game changer, especially on the days I'm reshaping, they have this awesome little setting called auto changing mode. This is activated by holding down the heat settings button and will switch over to an automatic cycle of cool, warm, and hot, meaning every 5 seconds, it's alternating the heat temp, so your hair is never being overexposed to heat. When I realized this was an option, I was like, this is so cool. And as someone who usually has to reshape my hair between washes, it was extra awesome. Listen, some people are blessed with having great, amazing hair that lasts them for days on end, and others are blessed with fine hair that requires just a little bit of extra work. So that option on the Leif & I really appreciate, and I think anyone who needs a little extra heat exposure during their week would appreciate it too if you are worried about too much heat on your ends. If you're in need of a dryer or care to check it out, I will leave it linked in the description and pinned comment. They have 2 options available for purchase, so depending on your hair needs, one of the 2 will surely meet what you're looking for. So I have made it through day 3 post original blow dry that was done using all of my favorite volume products and favorite blowout method, using the Leif & and my Velcro rollers. Brutus has gotten ample exercise this week with all of his trips to the dog park and making me chase after him for Keep Away. And I have to say, I was really impressed with how well my hair held up in this Florida humidity. I think the Amika Shield is an absolutely necessary product when wanting to protect your hair from humidity. I clearly use a lot of it, and it leaves me with no product feel, nor does it weigh my hair down. The Leif & I really do love as my blow dryer, especially on my reshaping days with that nice low heat, but it's powerful enough of the speed to meet my needs. I don't worry about the excess heat damage, which is very important to me with my fine hair. Let me know what you guys think. Do you feel like my hair held its volume up, or do you think it fell flat? All hair tools and products used in today's video will be linked in the description and pinned comment, and I will see you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching.